Y'all, Peloton CEO shared his shareholder letter. And as your favorite nurse yogi, I want to nerd out because I am a Peloton customer. I've been a Peloton customer since 2020, like a lot of people. And I truly love my Peloton experience. I've had a great experience with multiple modalities of movement. And I was really interested just to see how they're talking about a shift. So let's get into it. So the message, even if you're like, I don't got a Peloton, whatever, it still applies to you if you are, navigating your wellness journey. So the first thing I want to get into is health span versus lifespan. So he talks about they are shifting from health span versus lifespan. So what does that mean? What that means is that gone are the days of people saying like, oh, I want to live, I want to live a long life, right? That's cool. And a lot of people are living long lives, but unfortunately, there are more people that are living long, but their quality of care, it's down the drain. It's down the drain. And these same people are in nursing facilities. They're in long-term care facilities. They're on copious amounts of medications. And these medications that they are on are the only things that are keeping them alive. Okay. So now Peloton's like, we're going to shift to health span, right? Living a healthy, long life, which I love to hear that. Then he also mentions about connecting to daily habits, not resolutions. And if you're watching this in the first month of the year, in January and you've already fell off your resolution, it's okay. It's no shade around here. It's no judgment around here. Because somebody in my comments, I'm just digressing a little bit, but somebody's like, stop being so judgmental. And I was like, whoa, this is projected. Whoa, what's going on? And I'm not being judgmental. I'm just being real with y'all. I know what it's like to make a New Year's resolution. You're like, I want to lose weight, or I want to, get stronger. Let's use that instead of weight. I want to get stronger this year. Oh, okay. How do we do that, right? It's daily habits, right? So Peloton's like, we're going to focus on these daily habits that you can truly that you can sustain to live a healthy long life. And then they also discuss how, well, I'm adding this, especially if you're a woman in your 30s, like right now, like if you're 25 to 35 and you're a woman, right now, we're really focusing on building a routine that you can sustain in your 40s, 50s and plus, because that's when perimenopause and menopause starts coming. And I truly believe that if you practice good sustainable wellness habits in your late 20s and early 30s, perimenopause and menopause will not be as bad for you. So the next thing that he goes into is talking about cardio, strength, and recovery, and saying that they are really going to be focusing on all three of these modalities, and it's going to be a holistic, a wraparound thing, and really emphasizing the importance of strength training, because there's been a lot of great research that is showing specifically for women that we as women, we need to be picking up those weights. And I also want to put in here, when you think weight training, when you think strength training, it doesn't have to be a 50-pound dumbbell. No, you can start with a 2.5 weight. Hell, you can start out. Do they make 1 pound? I don't know. But what I'm getting at, and my nose is itching. Does that mean something bad? Anyways, what I'm getting at is I want you to start with something. You don't need to buy a full set, because guys, I don't need you wasting money. Like, let's keep it a buck. You have to build a workout habit. How do you do that? You can work with me, and I'll leave my information down below. But there's ways that you can do this. You can't just say, I want to get stronger for the sake of getting stronger. Anyways, stick to the script. He also mentions that breath work and yoga and Pilates, like these types of movement are foundational, because as your favorite nurse yogi, I can attest that yoga helps with more than just relaxation. Because I know your doctor is probably like, take yoga because you're stressed. Yoga also helps with your strength. It helps with your mobility. It helps with nervous system regulation. It helps with proprioception. Look up that phrase, meaning how you are related to space and time. The letter continues to say that, wellness, burnout, and data fatigue. So that's like the next section I want to go into. People are exhausted by tracking every single thing. So there's AI in Peloton, which I have seen, and I actually really appreciate it. It makes picking out workouts much more efficient and quicker. So they're saying, AI should simplify, not overwhelm you, which I, as a customer, can definitely attest. It's made my exercise choosing experience way better, because that's a whole thing in itself, right? When it comes to working out, you need to make sure you have a plan. You need to schedule your workouts the same way you schedule a doctor's appointment for a loved one, for yourself, is how you need to schedule a workout. But also with that, within scheduling, like, okay, I'm going to work out at 6 p.m., for example, you need to also make sure you have the link of the YouTube video. You added, if you're a Peloton user, you added to calendar the exact class you're going to do, so you can literally just click go, because it makes one, if especially if you work out in the evening, which I have been doing lately just because of the season of life I'm in. At the end of the day, you're over it. You're tired. You don't even want to do the workout. So you have to reduce all barriers as much as possible. And then, they also say that humans, like, we still, even though they are incorporating more AI, we still need guidance, coaching, support, community, right? And that's why, even though I am a customer of Peloton, I do have my own wellness program that you can find all the information down below. So if you're like, girl, I can't do the Peloton, like, whatever, I got you. I can support you. I offer 3-month coaching where I will give you all the tools that you need. So, like, everything I'm talking about here, I have that in my own thing as well. So this leads to me closing this video. This is why my work focuses on building a sustainable wellness foundation, okay? We're not doing quick fixes. I'm not here to be like, you can lose 10 pounds in 2 days. And I would never say that, because longevity is not just built in 30 days. It's built in how you live daily, which my program does. Like, we ahead of what the CEO of Peloton is saying, if I'm going to be real with you all. I've been about this, right? And so that is closing this video. Let me know if you like these type of videos where I break down what, different wellness CEOs have to say. Again, as a customer, I just was like, oh my God, like, I actually pay these people every month, and it's just been great for me. And I just love how I could just tie it in to just wellness as a whole. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share with a loved one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.